Good evening, YouTubers. It's been cold the last couple days. Here in Xela, Guatemala, it rained yesterday most of the day, not the whole day, but off and on. It's quite a bit more rain than most people are used to. So it was chilly yesterday. Today it was partly sunny, but still a little bit chilly. So it's that time of year where it can rain, but it doesn't really rain that much. I think it's going to, the normal rainy seasons in kind of May, June. Anyhow, I want to make a video on something that's going on because lately I've been getting a lot of emails, so thank you for the emails. I appreciate that. And every once in a while I get an email thinking I'm a little bit over the top, saying my content is a little bit over the top. That's okay. But that's why I'm making this email, for the people who think things are going back to normal. And maybe they are, I don't know. So far they don't seem to be going back to normal to me. Anyhow, this is for you guys in the United Kingdom. I'm going to read this article, or part of the article. Anyways, starting next week, next Monday, which I believe will be the 29th of March. Here we go. Holidays abroad will be made illegal from Monday, with anyone caught trying to flee the country will face a huge fine, £5,000. I'm not going to say £5,000 is exactly $7,500, but it's around there. I think it's a little under there. I'm not sure where the pound sterling US dollar rate is right now, or the pound sterling euro rate, but you're talking like $7,000. Anyhow, I'm going to read a little bit of this article because it's really fascinating, and there's a few workarounds, but it's not just the £5,000. There's actually more fines than that. Anyways, I'm going to read you this article, and it starts off by saying the document reads, "The regulations also impose restrictions on leaving the United Kingdom without a reasonable excuse." It's called Regulation 8, apparently. According to the new law, no one can leave England to travel to a destination outside the United Kingdom. So apparently you can travel within the UK, but not outside it. Or I'll continue, or to travel to or be present at an embarkation point for the purpose of traveling from there to a destination outside the United Kingdom, like at the airport, I presume, or a dock, without a reasonable excuse. The document also suggests that anyone caught flouting the rules could face a whopping £5,000 fine. Currently, Britons who are looking to travel abroad with a reasonable excuse must fill in a travel declaration form. And I'm going to tell you why that's important. If you do not fill out the travel declaration form, it's another £200 fine you got to pay. Anyways, I'll continue a little bit. Anyone who fails to do this could face a £200 fixed penalty notice from next Monday. The form will be a legal requirement if you begin a journey where you intend to leave the United Kingdom from the 29th of March. The travel ban will not apply to those traveling within the common travel line, which includes the Channel Islands, Isle of Man, the Republic of Ireland, unless this is your, and then it says unless this is not your final destination. I guess if you go there but then you leave to like the US or Europe, I guess then you could get fined too. So this is a little bit more I want to read. The permitted reasons to leave the key, because they have some exemptions, have been similar to what is currently in place. Reasonable excuses include those needing to travel for work, study, or for legal obligations, or to vote. Wow, if you need to vote. If they are moving, selling, or renting property for some child care reasons, or to be present at a birth, to visiting a dying relative or friend, then you can do it, or for medical appointments. Anyways, this is all starting on the 29th of March, which I think is next Monday. So this is just another example of where you're going to need permission to leave your country. And it sounds like there's enough leeway for some people to travel, especially the more money you have, the more proof you can show. But you have to actually fill out a declaration form, prove to the authorities that you can go to the airport and fly out of the UK. That's pretty messed up. So the Englishman's rights, as I've heard them when I was a youth, don't seem to be worth too much. Excuse me. Anyways, it's now going to cost you a £5,000 fine. I don't even know if you can leave. if you can pay the £5,000 fine and the 2,000 or the £200 fine and then leave, or if you just get fined and they prohibit you from, my understanding is they prohibit you from leaving. I also understand they can yank the money out of your bank account if they want to. If if for one reason or other you don't want to pay, and you have money and onshore, so to speak, they can just yank that money out of your account. I'll just also mention, in places like Greece, you need to send a text to law enforcement telling you you can leave your house. You need a piece of paper to leave your house, or some kind of excuse or a piece of paper to leave your house in France. So this stuff is getting kind of interesting. It's been a year now. People have been locked down over a year, so it's really troubling that they're going to keep people locked down, and just seems like indefinitely. Anyways, if you're in the UK, good luck. You have till Monday to leave without some of these new burdensome regulations. And it's also tough just to get an airplane ticket because these things are changing so fast that who knows what's going to happen. Because like right now today, I was wasting some time on the internet, and I found out there's some people who already left from Canada. They're now in Mexico. There's kind of a loophole for Canadians to get their travel rig or a car into the U.S. They have it shipped by shipper, and then they come down to the U.S. and then they pick up their car or travel, if it's an RV or something like that, and then they drive to Mexico. Anyhow, there's some Canadians I know of, they actually got to Mexico, but now they can't cross into Guatemala because of the recent closure of the border here. So it's a real clusterfuck of things going on. Like, you can plan part of your journey, and then in the middle of your journey, you don't know what new rules or regulations, even if they'll be enforced. Because I thought you could cross the border from here to Mexico by just verbally saying you're going to get medical care. But I've been told, no, you got to have paperwork and stuff like that. Now, I presume because this is Guatemala, things are more flexible. You can get the paperwork if you have the money to pay. Everything's pretty flexible here. But even if you don't really have the money, you can cross. But like I said in my previous video, this really is to clamp down on migrants. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were a migrant, they will probably not let you cross. But if you're a foreigner looking to travel for medical reasons, they'll probably let you cross. Anyways, that's it for now. I don't know what to make of all this. This stuff is just getting authoritarian. I don't really like it. And it seems like we're going into kind of the new dark ages. Anyhow, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you. Have a good evening.